everybody, it's Tamara from Prairietowngirl here on Etcetera's, and as promised I have a flip through of this lovely fabric journal. So yesterday I posted a video on how to make this journal, and what's so special about it is that it is one journal, but it can have many different looks. So you can take out the front card and put in something completely different and have a whole new journal. And I have a few different cards that I can put in there. I don't know which one is my favorite yet, so they're all so pretty. And then inside at the back I have a little pocket in here where I can keep all of my extra cards. So I really love how this journal turned out. I used a cracker box to make it. The one and only thing I wish I would have done different is I wish I would have covered the box first, because I thought the fabric would cover the printing on the box. I thought it was dark enough, but it's not. You can sort of see through it, but lesson learned, and the next one I make, I'll make sure to either paint or cover the box with paper or something like that first. So let's take a look inside. This has two signatures, and it's a traveler's notebook style. And I have these gorgeous papers that I got from Caroline's Craft Tree. She put a call out for people to join her design team for the month, and I was very lucky that she chose me, and I will put a link to her Etsy shop and this bundle of papers in the description box below. And I should mention, I did resize these papers. They come, when you print them, they're an 8.5 by 11, but I resized them and kind of made them a little taller and skinnier to fit my book. So if you do happen to purchase them, just be aware that they will come in a regular size. So these papers are great because you really don't have to do a whole lot to end up with a gorgeous journal. Wonder if I should zoom in just a tiny bit. There we go. So I've got lots of little tuck spots and places to hold things. It's nice. I like that there's some lines on the background of her papers. I know sometimes a blank page can be kind of intimidating for people, but with the lines on it, kind of gives you something to go by. And I like these little tags that she's incorporated in. And I just, a little flip out there. I try not to go overboard because the idea of this journal is that it is constantly changing. So I can take out the signatures, I can take out the front cover, and I can make a whole new journal. And so I didn't want to put loads and loads and loads of work into each of the signatures, and that's why Caroline's printouts are so great, because you can add so much without even doing anything at all. I've got a bag here, and this is another one of her printables that I've just sort of torn and made into a little pocket, and inside I've got some of my own these are guitar string envelopes, and I've covered them with some napkin cutouts. There's another, that's from a the same scrapbooking pad that the cards came from, which is a recollections pad from last year, so it's probably not still around. I'll have to put it the name in the description box below, because I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it might have been called In the Garden or something like that. And this is a great image from Caroline's printables. I love lilacs. They're one of my favorites, so I love that that's in the middle there. And you can see, if I push that aside, I did sew my signature down the center just to kind of keep it from flying around too much. And I put in one of my little notebooks, and I've got another piece of Caroline's printables that I've just sort of torn the corner off of and made into a little pocket. And this is from the printables, and I just cut it out away from the flowers, and so that's kind of neat that you can do that. This is one of my my flippy specimen cards. This is the long one, so you can journal in here and back here, but it's got some nice little bugs in there. So that just goes right in there. And then on this side, I've got another pocket beside the pocket. And we've got more of her printables here. They're so pretty, and there's so many different flowers and different colors, so you can really build a theme off of. And she also gives you one page that is just the blank page without any flowers on it, so you can intersperse that throughout as well. I would tell you all the names of these flowers, but I don't know them. There's some blue ones, I can tell you that. And then those, I'm going to guess they might be poppies. I don't know. I just spent all day in the garden. I should have half a clue what these flowers are, but I really don't. Those do look like delphiniums or hydrangeas to me, though. I'm going to, yeah, either one. I'm not really sure. Here we go into the second signature, and so it's going to be more of the same printables. I just sort of flipped them around a little bit and made a little pocket from one. This is another, this is the small version of my flippy specimen cards. And I used, if you watch the tutorial on how to make the cover, you'll know that I use Stitch Witchery or Wonder Ender to put it as my adhesive to put everything together, and I decided to try that under my doily because sometimes when you're gluing doilies down it can get really messy when all the glue pokes through all the holes, and so that's just down with some Stitch Witchery, so it's ironed down, and that worked really great. And I've got a handmade postcard. I thought I had another one here somewhere. Oh, I guess maybe it must be back here. A little bit of stamping. More the same. There's those pretty purple flowers again. And I've got, this is, I did a tutorial quite a while ago. This is what I call a placeholder. Super easy to make. And you can, if your journal is wide enough, you can put it up top, but this one, put it out on the side there. And what else do we have? And there's that great lilac image again right in the middle. And some tracing paper. And some lilacs. And I used another little scrap that I had, and I sewed that down. I've got a nice little tuck spot along the edge there. And then this is the other side of the paper bag, and I used some of the fabric from the outside of the journal. I used more of the Stitch Witchery, and I also sewed it across the bottom. Added a little butterfly. And here it is. Here's my second postcard that I made. And there's that beautiful lilac. I cut it out. I did a fussy cut and added the little label down there. There's the other side of the doily. And we've got a little pocket here. And here's some goodies. These are things that I got from my friend Teresa from Cards by Teresa over on Instagram. And we exchange happy mail quite often, and that was in my last little package. And this is just a little image of a bird from a book. Oh, there's a blackbird on the back too. What else do we have here? Some more flowers. And then we've got a little pocket that's been, again, I used Stitch Witchery on that, and those are all my front cards. And that's it. So there you go. That's my, I think I called it One Journal, Many Looks journal. Lots of fringing and that kind of thing on the outside. I really like how this turned out, and so I might just do another one, and so that I don't have the cardboard peeking through. Yeah, so let me know what you think down below in the comments, or like and subscribe. Thank you everybody for joining me today, and I hope this gives you some ideas of some new things to try. And if you want to see how to make the journal cover, just go back one video. I will link it at the end here, so that you can easily find it and craft away. Thanks everybody. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.